Holmes and Watson.
What the fuck happened?
You know, I'm inclined to agree with Brennan over here. What happened? Like, seriously, what happened?
You were the chosen one!
Oh my god. This fucking pains me to say this, guys. It hurts so much making this review. It still freaking hurts. This is literally one of those situations where my heart's gonna fucking shatter. Holmes and Watson stars the lovable stepbrothers and Talladega Nights duo of Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Basically, these are the only two actors we really came to watch this film for. These two are responsible for a beloved classic that I will always randomly watch whenever bored. I want to hear my boats and hoes. So you can imagine that the announcement of another team up after so long had me hyped. But this hype was misplaced. I should have known better from the trailer, guys. I should have fucking known better. I should have listened to my gut, which was telling me that this film had all the workings of a colossal failure. Now, Robin Hood set the bar pretty fucking high for how bad something needs to be to reach that status. But Holmes and Watson dared to prove me wrong. And prove me wrong they did. This film is a clusterfuck of a story that has about as much direction as a headless chicken, coupled with slapstick comedy that at times do achieve their intended effect, but is completely negated by the overwhelmingly unfunny script, along with jokes and references that just feel out of place. What's truly upsetting about this film is that we, the audience, know that the team behind this disaster could have done better. We have seen it before in Talladega Nights and in Step Brothers. And somehow, everything that was done right in those films was completely tossed aside for this lazy, directionless, and forgettable film. Like, for fuck's sake, I don't even remember the name of the main antagonist, or for the matter, any other characters aside from Holmes and Watson. And the Queen, because it was literally just the Queen. You know, let me look up this shit.
A few moments later.
James Moriarty. That's his name. Moriarty. And they mention this guy consistently throughout the film, but nobody remembers. So congratulations, writers. Ralph here will still only be known as he who must not be named. Because I sure as hell ain't remembering him as James Moriarty. Way to misuse Voldemort. Let's all remember that they implied a sequel at the ending of this film. A sequel. Oh, no. This just better be a shitty ending to a one-and-done tragedy. Our love for comedy and this dynamic duo of Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly was exploited for what basically felt like a quick cash grab. On Christmas. On fucking Christmas, guys. You give, not take! The writers and director of this film should be getting tons of coal for the Christmases to come. Now, if you replace Holmes and Watson with less noteworthy actors, I guarantee you that this film gets rated way better. In fact, it could get passed along as a C-budget film. But this is in no way an excuse for Holmes and Watson. They went with a hard-hitting cast, or duo, I should say, and they flopped hard. There were so many signs. Actually, no. Omens. So many omens that this film would flop. And like a majority of audiences, I ignored them. We ignored our internal dilemma. You know, the voice in our head that was saying, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. It's going to be a bad film. But our heart wanted to believe otherwise. Because we had faith that despite the shoddy trailer, despite ticket prices being a little bit on the low side, we didn't see any news about it, no proper marketing, nothing. So they fucking knew it was flopping. And their way of saying sorry is making ticket prices, instead of God knows 20, 25 bucks, $15, $10, you know? That's their way of apologizing. At least in my area, that was their subtle way of saying, oops, we kind of fucked up. As of now, this film has signified the end of comedy-based films as we know it. The genre has been in decline and was essentially on life support. And what we saw on December 25th, Christmas of 2018, was the nail in the fucking coffin. The flatline. It's over. The popular and continued rise of superhero action movies has seen comedy lose its status as its own independent genre. Now, comedy is a subcategory within an action film that is meant to relieve tension. This is a huge fall from grace from what it once was. Comedy is dead. Comedy on the big screen, with the exception of maybe Netflix specials, is dead. We might not see another good comedy film in years. We were all deluded into thinking that this was going to be the exception, that Holmes and Watson would reinvigorate the genre and put some more interest and incentive for directors to try and redefine and reassemble a falling apart genre.
You were deceived.
But if anything, it signed the death certificate. Now all I can do is hope that one day we will have a good comedy film that does the genre justice. I'll see you guys in the next one.